Why has Chelsea's penalty caused so much controversy? Chelsea welcomed Borussia Dortmund to Stamford Bridge for the second leg of their Champions League round of 16 clash, and it was the home side that finally prevailed. But they did so in rather contentious circumstances. The Blues took the lead in the first half courtesy of Raheem Sterling's effort, which rifled into the roof of the net. But the game's major talking point came just after half-time. Following a handball in the box, Chelsea were awarded a penalty. Referee Danny Makiele failed to spot the infringement in real time, but was soon alerted to the issue thanks to the VAR officials. So Kai Havertz was the man tasked with doubling Chelsea's advantage. The German struck his effort well, but unfortunately for him it cannoned back off the post. But then came the confusing part. As the ball went out of play, the game was then halted for several minutes. Yet again, VAR intervened, and it had become apparent that several Chelsea and Dortmund players had encroached into the box when Havertz was taking that penalty, meaning that Havertz was given a chance at redemption. And this time, he made no mistake. He slotted his effort in nonchalant fashion past the sprawling Alexander Meyer, who dived the wrong way. Understandably, this decision sparked fury in the Dortmund camp. This is what midfielder Emre Can had to say to awaiting journalists after the game. "We didn't deserve to lose, but we did so because of the referee. Letting them take the penalty again? How is that possible? I don't understand. The referee was awful today. The way he spoke to us was arrogant. We're playing at Stamford Bridge. Perhaps he was scared of the supporters? I don't know. UEFA have to choose a different referee. That wasn't right at all. It's painful to be eliminated today." As for Dortmund manager Edin Terzic, he refused to blame the referee. "When the decision takes 5 or 6 minutes, it's because it's not an easy one to make. I'm the manager of Dortmund, responsible for the team's performances, not the referees. We didn't speak about the referees last week, so we won't start now." In truth, the officials were applying Law 14 set forth by IFAB. Said law indicates that in the instance that players from either the attacking or defending side encroach into the box before the ball is struck for the penalty, then the penalty will be retaken. That means that hypothetically, had Havertz scored his first one, it would have had to have been retaken anyway. Regardless, despite losing the first leg at Dortmund 1-0, Chelsea have managed to pull off a fantastic comeback and have booked their place in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. And from the other game last night, joining them in the quarters is Benfica. After beating Club Brugge 2-0 in the first leg, they went on to batter their opponents 5-1 in the return fixture. Elsewhere, moving on to other news now, UEFA have decided to reimburse Liverpool fans who attended last year's Champions League final against Real Madrid at the Stade de France back in May. The match was marred by unsavoury scenes outside the ground prior to kick-off. Despite having valid tickets, many fans were refused entry by security services working at the stadium. Officials accused fans of having fake tickets or causing too much trouble. Carnage soon ensued due to issues with the scanning equipment and a lack of competence from the officials. And a large swathe of Liverpool fans decided to take UEFA to court due to their unlawful treatment. But it's now been announced that the 19,819 Liverpool fans that attended the final will be receiving a full refund, totaling the full amount that they paid for their tickets. UEFA are set to fork out a total of almost €3.4 million. This will be sent directly to Liverpool, who will then be in charge for distributing the individual sums to those affected. In the immediate aftermath, UEFA had blamed Liverpool fans for the troubles, but an independent investigation soon absolved fans from any blame, instead citing issues with the organisation and the security officers present at the stadium. UEFA have since issued a statement clarifying their decision. "We recognise the negative experiences of those supporters on the day, and with this scheme we will refund fans who had bought tickets and who were the most affected by the difficulties in accessing the stadium." Liverpool supporters groups have welcomed the decision but have stopped short of exonerating the sporting body. With a promise to reimburse supporters, UEFA have gone some way to acknowledging their part in the fiasco, but it does not excuse UEFA, exempt them from criticism, or lessen the need for them to implement all of the recommendations made by the independent inquiry. Okay, that's all the news from us for today. Don't worry, I'll be back again tomorrow for more news from the footballing world. In the meantime, take care, and as always, football forever.